Hey everyone, so in today's video I've got another weight loss diary. I'm sorry if I look a bit of a mess. I've just been to the gym today and I'm not going to be putting on like a full face of makeup or anything like that. So I just thought I'd just film as I am. I'm just going to get straight into it, telling you my weight loss, and then I just wanted to kind of generally chat about my sort of plans for the next couple of months. I didn't really have like a specific topic that I wanted to talk about today. My start weight, as I always tell you, on the 4th of September was 13 stone, 4 pounds and 4 ounces. My weight last week on the 8th of October was 12 stone, 10 pound and 10 ounces. And then my last weigh-in day, which was the 15th of October, I was 12 stone, 9 pounds and 2 ounces. So I've lost £1.5 pounds, which I was really happy about, especially considering the 2 weeks before that there wasn't really that much of a loss. It was nice to see that a little bit extra. Also, I'm very close to a £10 loss. I need to lose just under £1, and then that'll be a £10 loss, which is just, I just feel like that sounds like quite a lot. Even though it's not a huge amount, I still have quite a long way to go. But just to sort of start seeing double figures, that's quite exciting, that's quite nice. So with my BMI, I'm still in the obese category, which I said that it wouldn't go as quick as what I thought it would. So I'm going to quickly show you the pictures now and then I'm going to talk about that. So this is the front picture. As always, I think that you know, initial picture will just be something that I plan to keep for as long as possible. It's just going to be nice to have a reminder of where I was and where I don't want to go again, because I wasn't happy then. I've noticed major changes in even like my kind of mental health, which I never thought I'd feel like this. I just feel, you know, that a little bit more like happy with myself in general. And I think that for so long I just really didn't like the way I looked, and it just completely affected the way that I was acting. And now I feel a lot more confident, and there's things that I do now that I probably wouldn't have done 6 months ago. Hopefully in 5 years time, when I'm completely happy with my body, I'll always be able to look at that picture. It will keep me motivated to keep going, because I do think that the thing that scares me now is that I don't want to get to my goal and then just completely go off. I want to get to my goal and maintain that and improve on that and just kind of take it from there. So that's the front picture. The side picture, again, that's a nice thing. And then the back picture, which again is just the same thing. I like the fact that the shorts, I think from the back, with my actual back, I think it's hard to see differences. But that again, I feel like will probably show a bit more maybe in the next couple of months. I can kind of tell more in myself that there is fat kind of coming off my back. So there are all the pictures. I have so much more confidence now in food and in eating and things like that, but I do feel like I can improve. And one thing that even as a family I think we need to do is meal plan, because it's very easy to not know what you're going to eat. And if you have the option of having unhealthy foods, it is easy just to kind of pick them and think, oh, we'll have that. I think that's okay every once in a while, but for the most part it's just nice to know what you're going to eat. Then there's no excuses as to eating something else, especially because for me, being home Monday to Friday pretty much, I can like prep meals and things like that, so that when John gets home from work they're ready. When Brooke's at school I can prep whatever I need to prep for her dinner and it's ready. So one thing that I definitely want to do is meal plan. I also want to try and do some meal prepping, because when I'm at work at the weekend, especially because at the moment I do work Saturdays and Sundays, I want to take like a salad, like a pre-made salad that I've made maybe the night before in, rather than getting a sandwich and crisps. And then I just feel like stuff like that just doesn't really keep me satisfied, just because I feel like it's a heavy kind of food, but then you don't feel full. Whereas I feel like when I do make like salads and wraps and things like that, I feel satisfied, which is a nice feeling. And then you don't feel like you need to pop to like the shop or the vending machine or whatever and get a chocolate. I do want to start doing that. I definitely think that this is the perfect thing to use to do like meal planning. So what I'm going to do is get some like sticky notes, or even just write it in pencil and sit down with John and we'll kind of meal plan for the week. Especially because then when you go shopping and things like that, you're buying the foods you're going to be eating, so it would probably help you save money. I also want to do some more like recipe videos, so I'll probably, you know, every couple of weeks or as much as possible there will be like an additional video, maybe on like a Thursday, where I'll show you a meal because I do show them on Snapchat, but I would like to go a little bit more in depth and show you like how I cook things and all that kind of stuff. That's definitely something that I think I want to do. I want to feel more into it, and I want to make more like different kinds of foods and experiment a little bit more, because I am such a fussy person. I want to be able to go out for a meal and not feel like I can't choose the healthy things on the menu, because it's easier to choose the, you know, like pizzas and chips and things like that, because generally you know you're going to like that. Whereas with healthier things, there is a little bit of difference as to what, you know, different people like. And as I said, I'm so fussy, so I'd like to be able to go out and feel like I can choose something healthy and still eat it and still enjoy it, because there's probably so many foods that I actually would like to eat, but through every fault of my own, I just don't try stuff. And that's just one thing that I really want to change. I want to try more foods. I will kind of keep you updated on that. If you definitely follow me on Snapchat, because I will be talking more about that. So meal planning and meal prepping is definitely one thing. The other thing that I want to change is bad habits. And one thing that I think is probably something that a lot of people do is I weigh myself on a Saturday morning. So I feel like I can be a little bit more relaxed with everything I eat, basically for the majority of the weekend. Now, when I say that, I don't mean I just eat whatever I want, don't count calories or anything like that. I'm still counting calories, but if I'm going to eat like chocolate or crisps or, you know, a portion of chips or anything like that, that is when I tend to do it. And I just want to get out of that habit. I think that every once in a while it is okay, but I don't want to think to myself, oh, I've still got a week before I get weighed again, so I can eat it. Because what you will find is you can eat bad for one day and put on 1.5 pounds. And then you've got to lose that 1.5 pounds during that week, plus extra, otherwise you're going to fall behind. And I think that has been a problem for me in some weeks. And I think that if I can manage to lose that 1.5 pounds plus another 1.5 pounds, so that's £3 during the week. If I wouldn't have put on that first 1.5 pounds at the start of the week, I would have been down a completely new £3, which is exactly what, you know, I'd want to be. That's good. I am going to be a lot stricter with myself in terms of like the food groups I eat, and I'm going to be paying more attention to that on a weekend. That's why I want to do like the meal planning and the meal prepping, even to go on through the weekend. I've joined a gym. I have mentioned this on Snapchat. The place where I work has a gym, so it's free for me to use. So I went for my induction today, and I've got a program. I'm going to be doing that program for the next 2 weeks, and then I'm going to see the personal trainer, and we're going to go through and just kind of tweak it where it needs to be tweaked. I am mainly doing weights and just that little bit of cardio, mainly as kind of a warm up and a cool down. I know that I talked about exercise in one of my videos and said that you shouldn't rely on it. You definitely shouldn't rely on it, and I'm glad I've gone all this time without doing any exercise. But I think that the reason why you should give yourself that time to just focus on food is because it's so easy to join a gym and go to the gym. And to be honest, you can even go to the gym and find yourself, you know, not working as hard as what you need to do. But to have the willpower to weigh out all your food and be really strict about that, I think it takes a lot more than going to the gym. I love the fact that the gym is something that's mine. I'm doing it on my own. I don't have like a friend or a family member who I go with. And I actually really like that, because today I did my program all the way through from start to finish after we went over everything and I was showing how to use all the machines. And I really pushed myself. I was sweating. Even now still my body feels like jelly. And that's probably something that I wouldn't do if a friend was there. I'd be talking to them. I wouldn't be concentrating on what I'm doing. You know, you don't want to look like a big sweaty mess. I definitely look like a big sweaty mess. I'm pretty sure those people looking at me just could tell that it was my first time. But everyone was really friendly. They were really nice. No one made me feel uncomfortable. I will talk about that in my next video, but that's again something else which I'm going to change. I do want to just be generally more active and improve my health in every single way that I possibly can. I think that it's so important to look after your body. So I'm really looking forward to the next few months, because I think that the more I get into this, the more I want to make this whole process easier for myself. And I think the easier you make it for yourself, the more likely you are to stick with it. It shouldn't be something that's so difficult, but you really need to allow yourself a really small amount of time to plan things. I think it's so easy to get caught up in, oh yeah, but I need to do this and I need to do that, whereas just throw yourself in there. I didn't actually think I would be working out today. I did like wear gym clothes because I thought I would be trying out the machines, and I thought the like personal trainer would be making sure that I could do things properly. But when she said to me, if you want to go ahead and do like your session, then you can. And I could have easily said, nah, it's alright, I'll do it tomorrow. But then I thought, well, what's the point? I might as well do it now. I was there anyway, so I just threw myself in there, and I'm so glad I did. And if it's something that you're thinking about doing, if you've had even if it was yesterday, if you thought to yourself yesterday, I should really probably start thinking about losing weight, then by tomorrow you should start doing something. When I did my first video, I'd literally decided the day before, I'm going to do this video. And I did it. And after that, that was it. And now even though I'm not the smallest I've ever been, I'm the happiest I've ever been about myself, because I know that all the work I'm putting into is paying off, and everyone around me is just so supportive, and I know that hopefully by the end of the year I will see a huge difference in myself. And every time I do something new, like adding the gym to it, I just feel excited about stuff like that, and that's something that I never thought I would find myself being excited. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!